Good afternoon, welcome to Jaywick Daily Lives. I have got a toothache today, real bad toothache. I had it last night and it kept me awake for hours and hours and hours. And then I don't like taking painkillers, people that know me know why. So then around 2 in the morning I had to take ibuprofen, which is a big deal for me. And then after I took the pill, it started to feel better, so I took another one. Then I felt like I had no pain, but it might not be a toothache. It could be an abscess, or it could be the sinuses. It could be something else. So I just can't really sit around for the next 2 hours, then do the show, not with the pain that I'm going through. So I thought I'm going to do the show 2 hours early today. And people that tune in at the normal time, can I just say to you, you can still watch this pre-recorded show. It might not be live. It might not be live when you tune in at 4 o'clock, but it will be made now, and you can still watch it. So just because it ain't live, don't mean it ain't the same show. Today we've got a real treat for you. We have got the fish. We love the fish. We have got the fish. And also, we have got poems from the year which no one's heard. The year 2008. So I'm going to treat you to some poems that no one's ever heard before from the year 2008. Let me read you one. So, I do it right, left, day or night. That sounds about right. All the time. A lot of people look at me the same way all the time. I wake up, I can't remember what time. Yeah, this sounds okay. This poem is called All the Time. Oh, very short. All the time. A lot of people look at me the same way all the time. I wake up and can't remember what time I went to bed. I've got so much bad thoughts in my head some of the time. Every day I feel the same, and I've had enough. I can't go like this all the time. I start a bath and think of my life. I chill back out and wonder all the time. There's nothing for me at 3 a.m. when I check phones, no texts from my love, no memories. When the come next, I live in hope and blindness. I'm the one man who puts his life into my love. I put into my life, into your hands, because I choose, and I have nothing else worth more than you. All the money, places, whatever, is nowhere near the one I love all the time. Every day I feel the same, and I've had enough. I can't go out like this all the time. I start a bath and think of my life. I chill back out and wonder. I dream on, to shine on. I live life to be myself. All the time, they steal another mind, but not yours and mine, my love. I think, dream, love, what, believe in you all the time. All the time, all the time, in our souls, be forever together. Every day, I feel the same, and I've had enough. I can't go out like this all the time. I start a bath and think of my life. I chill back out and wonder all the time. Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jaywick Daily Lives. This is the show where we talk to each other and we all work out how we're getting through this terrible time. There's no sports, there's no concerts, there's no pubs, there's no bands. We're totally alone here, ladies and gentlemen. But what we do have is we have each other. And more than ever, we are with each other. And together, forever, we are one. And that is the most important thing in life, ladies and gentlemen, that we have other people going through similar things. And we communicate together. We communicate together to make life better, okay? I am feeling okay today, apart from a toothache, which could be my sinuses or some other problem, because when you get pain here, it's like a car. When you get pain here, sometimes the problem is here. And sometimes when you get problems here, sometimes the problem is here, and vice versa. So I'm not going to get too involved with it. You know about me getting involved in things that don't concern me. I wouldn't recommend it. So today we have got Kevin watching. Hello Kevin, welcome to Jaywick Daily Lives. And we have got Steve Beer watching. Hello Steve, all the way in Plymouth, where Sir Francis Drake roamed the land. Hello Stephen Bear. And Alfie Ryan's watching. Hello Alfie Ryan, welcome to the show today. And Joanne Smallman has shared the show. Thank you, Joanne. You've got so much respect. Thank you for sharing the show and giving us an opportunity to reach more people. Very kind and considerate of you. Thank you very much. And we've got Joe and Dan following from Cambridge. Excellent. Joe and Dan are following from Cambridge. And Joe and Dan are waved. Hello, Joe and Dan. And I am waving back at you. And we've got Patrick Tucker. Hello, Patrick. He's a good man. And Stacey Helmer. Shine on Stacey. And Gerard. Hello, Gerard. Me and Gerard, we message each other quite a lot. We send each other pictures of sci-fi things, Beatles things, and we talk to each other and we communicate. And we are not talking about rubbish and things that annoy us. We're talking about things that inspire us. We're talking about things that make us happy. And even in a time like this, we need more friends like this. Friends that message each other good, positive things. You know, how you doing? I'm all right. Here's a picture of an alien. Here's a picture of my push bike. And we can have great conversations about the things that we all love. And it hasn't got to be about, you know, routine. It can be about hobbies. It can be about dreams. Imagine having a friend that you talk about dreams with. Hi, how you doing? I'm all right. I've got an imaginary friend. I'm not the only one. What, you've got an imaginary friend? I'm not the only one. I can't be the only one. They say that people that talk to themselves have more DNA than people that don't talk to themselves. They say that people that really do talk to themselves have a higher IQ. I don't know who said that, but I do feel some similarities towards that. I know people that talk to themselves and they have a really high IQ. They like mutter under their breath, but really they're just reminding themselves what they're doing and what mode they're in. And if you don't remind yourself, that's why people forget. So being on the ball with yourself and talking to yourself and being at one with yourself is a real good thing to do. So that means you're intelligent. When you're young and you talk to yourself, people think you're mad. But when you get older and you admit that you talk to yourself, people honour you. People go, wow, what a great person. It's funny that things that they say about us when we're children, if we do the same thing as adults, we're given jobs, we're given medals, we're given titles. It's amazing. You need to be slightly mad to do certain things. We all know that. So anyway, don't think that you're mad if you talk to yourself. You probably got more intelligence than the people that don't talk to themselves. That's what I read. So shine on. That's what I believe. We've all got to believe in what we believe. And if you don't believe in what we believe, then you might as well not believe in anything. And then you might as well just not even exist. Why would you not even want to exist when you've got this one beautiful life? One beautiful life. We do want to exist. We do want the most from this life. So please, if you're a little mad, then I love you. And if you're a little crazy, I love you even more. And my toothache seems to have gone down now because I'm talking and I'm using my DNA and I'm using my personality. So my pain seems to have gone a bit. So maybe it's not a tooth pain. Maybe it is a sinus or something else. Because the pain is all around here. Around here. The pain starts here. And it goes to about here. So this is all pain here. You know what I mean? Like where your head's... So yeah, it might not even be a toothache. But how about I'm going to have a conversation with myself after this show. And maybe me and myself can work it out. Because I can't work it out with anyone else but myself. Maybe it ain't even a problem. Maybe it's just Danny's problem. And it's not even my problem. Because everyone's always saying it's my problem. But maybe it's Danny's problem and not mine. It's good to blame yourself, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. We're going back to the show, and we've got Joanne. How are you today, Danny? I've got a toothache today, but it might be sinuses. I've got pain around here. It's throbbing pain like that. Boom, 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 boom. But I'll be okay. I've got all of you, and you've got all of me. So we've got Dawn Clay Kerr. Hello, Dawn. Welcome to Jaywick Daily Lives. And Rebecca Craig Gray is here as well. And the sound is low. The sound is probably low because I'm not feeling very well. But the sound is the same that it always has been. So I don't understand why the sound is low. Probably because I'm not my normal loud self. But maybe we can shine on. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for letting me know, because I wouldn't know if it wasn't low. So thank you for letting me know. Referred pain, get well soon. Exactly, it's referred pain. And everybody knows that when you get pain in your mouth, around your teeth and your brain, it is throbbing pain. Bum, 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 bum. So you know what it's like to have a toothache. But I wanted to do the show today, and I weren't going to cancel it, so I decided to do the show early. Okay, but if people are watching this show and it's not live, then you are still as much a part of this show as if it wasn't live, because we're all talking to each other. I'm reading out everyone's message, so whatever time you watch this, you are still a part of Jaywick Daily Lives. Hello, Lisa Pratt. Welcome to the show, Lisa. Another regular. Thank you very much. And David Crow, welcome to the show. Hope you're okay, you and yours. And Patrick Gordon is here. Hello, Rick. Shine on to the Rick. And we've got Jane A. Wright. She's all right. All right, Jane, we remember meeting you at the Sailor Boy last year with your family. That was fun. Feel sorry for all these small businesses. All these small businesses, it must be so hard at the moment. This is the busiest time of year for all these small businesses, because I live on the coast. So most of the work around here is tourism work, holiday work. And because of all this coronavirus, no clubs, no pubs, nothing's being opened. So it's so hard for them. So I say a prayer for all small businesses and all working class people. Because when you want to work and you're not able to work, then I can tell you a story about that. When I was leaving school, and it was the year 1991, and I was filming a BBC programme about jobs I went into and jobs I had done after school. The biggest problem I had was transport, getting to and from work. I was 16, 17, 18, and I wanted to work. But living in Jaywick, there wasn't many jobs in Jaywick. So I had to ride to Clacton on a push bike. Then I had to get a train to Colchester. Then I used to have to work all day. Then I used to have to get a push bike back from Colchester to Clacton train station. Then I used to ride my push bike from Clacton train station to Jaywick. So my day would start about 6 in the morning. My day would end about 7 at night. That's a 13-hour day. Do you want to see how much I got paid for that? I got paid £29.50 a week. YTS. That's £30 a week. Work that out over 5 days. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. That is 5 days of £6 a day. So that £6 a day I had to pay for my train fare, had to pay for my lunch, had to pay for the things I needed to live. It was impossible for me to work. Even though I wanted to work, it was so hard. And I did this for years and years and years. In the end, I got a job in Thorrington, and I worked at a farm there called Edward Brothers. There was a great man called John Edwards, and he had a son called Dave Edwards, and he had a brother called Ted Edwards. The dad John did, and they gave me a job. Even though I lived in Jaywick, they still gave me an opportunity, and they still gave me a job. And I used to wake up at 5:30 in the morning. Then I used to cycle all the way to Thorrington, cycle from Jaywick to Thorrington, which took me about half an hour because I was in my prime. I was 18, 19, 20 years old. I could get from Jaywick to Thorrington, which is about 12 miles. I could do that in about 23 minutes. Yeah, not bad, eh? And then I used to work for a 12-hour day, cutting lettuce, carrying boxes of lettuce, cutting cabbage, cutting cucumber, capping Lolo Rosso, capping the lettuce, doing so much farm work, heavy, hard graft. But I loved it because I was using my personality. I was wearing myself out. And I loved these long, hard days of work. But then tragedy happened. Come about 2 years after me doing this, I finally got my licence back, got legal in a car, spent thousands and thousands of pounds being legal in my car, but I was using my car for all the wrong reasons. I was using it to get from Jaywick to London, having great weekends, having great nights out, then trying to hold my job down, and then trying to do all this stuff. There's only so much the human brain can take. And boom, it all ended. 5-year ban, living in Jaywick. So I tried this, I tried that, I tried everything, and I just went crazy. I ended up just saying to my dad, Dad, can I please be a bricklayer, a builder, and work with you? He said, I knew you was going to ask me that one day. And my dad was such a great man, and he gave me some work. And I learnt all the skills of building, and I am now a builder, and I can now build houses, and I'm a plumber by trade. And that's just telling you what I did to overcome the boredom, to get out. I'd rather work than not work. So my advice to anybody that hasn't worked, get out there, work. It's such a good feeling. When you get your pay packet, it's such a good feeling. So you do the work and then you get paid. But you know, people that don't work, they won't get paid. And that makes them angry. So all that anger builds up into shit. And I know people that were very good footballers when they were young. And when they get older, they took the wrong path. They could have been playing for Manchester United, earning £100,000 a week. But because of where they lived and because of what they did, they ended up on £10 a week and losing all the soul that they had. But they're still great people. I love them all. No one's disrespected in my opinion. But I do believe that people are going through the things I went through 30 years ago. Because I'm 45 now. So if you take the clock back 30 years, I was 15. So exactly 30 years ago, I was stepping out of school, getting onto the ladder of work. And when you live in places like Jaywick, where the public transport is not as good as, say, in Colchester, then it's very hard for people here to get to jobs. So my hand is on my heart, and I know what needs to be done to help people get into full-time work. So I know what people need in Jaywick to get there. So I want to do all I can in the future to keep addressing the things that I went through in my life. Because the problems I went through, I can guarantee you, people today are having similar problems, all because nothing's changed. In 30 years, we have still got the same public transport. Everything is mainly the same. A few things have changed, a few things are getting better, and time will tell. And there's a great plan for Jaywick, and I believe in it when I see it, and I believe it's happening. So I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed that everyone keeps their word, and Jaywick gets the love it deserves. But not just Jaywick, everywhere needs love. Every place needs reinventing. As life goes on, things change. So if people don't change, then they're going to get left behind. People wonder why they're left behind. Because they didn't, reinvent themselves. To reinvent yourself means you can be a part of every day. So it's really good to reinvent yourself. It's a really good thing. So please continue to reinvent yourself, ladies and gentlemen. And please continue to shine on. When people are talking about you, they must love you. Shine on, everybody. I'm insane, haha. Dawn, we are all insane. You need to be insane to be different and to keep your individuality. Now, people think they'd rather be a sheep and follow everybody else. And guess what? Nobody remembers a sheep. But when you're a wolf, we are the wolves, we are the wolves. When you're a wolf, people will talk about you, they will pick on you, they will always talk about your past. But guess what? You're the one doing things, not them. So maybe they should do things for themselves rather than be talking about me. That's just a bit of advice. People that do talk about other people behind their backs and spread slander at people and stuff, then people should put all that energy into themselves. They should write a poem. They should read a book. They should play a guitar. They should play a keyboard. They should go and get a hobby. Then they wouldn't have time to pick on people trying to make their dreams come true. Why is it the people that are on display trying to make their dreams come true? Why is everyone laughing at them? thinking that they're the idiots. When the people that are doing that, i.e. me, I think the people that are not doing that, I think they are the idiots. So the idiots think they are the idiots, and the other idiots think they are the idiots. So all the idiots think they are the idiots, and all the other idiots think they're the idiots as well. So people who think they're really cool, they're idiots, but people that ain't cool, they're idiots. So someone, somewhere, has to be an idiot. And I'm telling you something, it certainly isn't me. I don't care what you think about me. I don't get involved in things that don't concern me. People will like me for who I am, and I love them people. But people that don't know me and say things about me, why would I ever care about what they think about me? It's only people that I've actually spent time with, people that I work with, people that I live with, people that I love and know who I am, what I really do. That bothers me, what they think about me. But the people that don't know me, that have never met me, it would never ever bother me what they thought about me. It goes back to that thing we was talking about 2 days ago. Don't ever get involved in things that do not concern you. Don't ever do it. Then you can be a happy person. But as soon as you get involved in other people's stories, you start to lose your story. So the path that you are on, you've now crossed over into someone else's path because you are not keeping it to yourself. So that is how you fail in life. Keep things simple is how to shine on. So thank you, Dawn. That's a great point. We are all insane. You need to be insane to not be them. Hello, Bradley. Love to you and Natalie. Shine on. And we've got San. Hello, San. And Elaine in Kent. Hello. Elaine in Ashford. Hope you and Charlotte okay. And we've got Chow. She's watching in Malaysia. Hello. How are you and all your friends? And we've got Linda Rose Tilbrook. Hello. Welcome to Jaywick Daily Lives. And we've got Brad Day. Hello. Welcome to Jaywick Daily Lives. We've got Maxine McNair. Hello, Maxine. Can I just say that I had a really, really bad toothache before I started this show. But the more I've been talking, the more I'm using my imagination, the toothache, it seems to be going away. It might be something else because toothaches don't normally go away when you start talking. It must be something to do with my sinuses or something to do with my jaw. It hurts really bad here. Anyway, overcome the pain by not going insane. Overcome the brain by keeping busy. Okay? So welcome to Maxine McNair. She's part of the show. Hello, Maxine. And David Cow. So true. It is true, David. Everything I say is true because I've lived it that way. I wouldn't say things that were not true for my own story. And a lot of people can see similarities in my story because they're going through what I'm going through right now. Just because I'm 45 now, don't think I don't know what 15-year-olds are going through. I was 15, 30 years ago, and I am still that same person. I've not allowed myself to change. I've not allowed myself to follow things that are not cool. Sheep and wolves. And what football team do I support? I don't support a football team called the Sheeps. I support a football team called the Wolves. What does that tell you? We are the Wolves, we are the Wolves, we are the Wolves. That's what it tells me. I love being a wolf. Come and follow me if you dare. Would you follow a wolf on a moonlit night through the dark alleyway in Jaywick? Oh, I wouldn't. Would you follow a wolf through a Jaywick alleyway in the dark moonlight in the middle of the night in Jaywick? Oh, not me. Would you? I wouldn't do it. Would you? And we've got Maria Hutchison. Hello, Maria Hutchison. Hello, Marie. We love you very much, and we love your mum, and we love your dad, and we love your brother Jim, and we love all your family, because we have known each other all of our lives, and my dad knows your dad, and my dad knows your mum, and my mum knows your mum, and your mum knows my mum, and we are kind of family. Mwah. Hello, Maria. We are family. Even though I don't see you much. Nice that you joining into the show. Maria, you're a good soul. Shine on to Marie. And Rob Keegan is watching. Hello to Rob. Rob runs a group, Getting Nice Off the Street. So if Rob wants to put a message on here, and I'll read it out to you all about what Rob does and how you can be involved in his group. Rob does a really great thing. So if you want to mention Rob, tell me what to say. And if anyone else wants a mention, can you please tell me your mention? And I will share it with all the people of Jaywick Daily Lives. Because I had a toothache when this started, and I think it seems to be going away. And we've got Scott Hartley. Just watch the fish for a minute. Hello guys. I've had a toothache. Are you taking the food, yeah? Please take it. I've had it here for 4 days. Shush, no one knows who he is.
Especially the black molar.
Yes, it's killing me. It's all of the naughty things I've done in my life.
Oh, yeah.
And I needed it to survive. Guys, I don't ever film it. No one knows. We just love each other, okay? Spread the word of love, please. Thank you very much for taking it, because we want to help others, and thank you.
But let me know as soon as you get mobility to do a test.
I will, brother. Yeah, because that one went with you.
Ah, see.
They always do, so you've got to be quick.
Yeah, don't forget to tag me in this one.
If I can remember. Shine on, Pete. Shine on, brothers. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 people just come to my door and took the last 2 bags of food. The Jaywick Grinch is very happy. Maybe he wants to say something. The Grinch is pretty, well, he's misunderstood, isn't he, the Grinch? And someone just took his food. Give me a second. Grinchy, are you in? Grinchy, are you in? Grinchy. Where is he, that funny thing? Yeah, basically, I'm trying to call the Grinch because he lives in a hole. Oh shit, do you see his hand then? Grinchy! Hello. I think the Grinchy's around, don't you? Do you think the Grinchy's somewhere? Shh. Shh. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Jaywick Grinch is very happy because, can you shut the door, please? All that smells. Basically, the Jaywick Grinch is in us, and we project our inner feelings. And if you've got a Grinch inside you, I suggest you let it out. And if you have Elvis inside you, I'm all shook up. And if you have Pink Floyd in you, shine on, you crazy diamond. And if you had the Beatles in you, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. And whatever you have in you, please let it out. Because otherwise, it might get trapped. And no one might even know who you are anymore. Because you never let it out. You got to get it out to get it in. You got to get it in to get it out. And if you don't get it out, how can you get it in? And if you don't get it in, how can you get it out? And you got to get it in to get it out, to get it out, to get it in. So remember, let it out, let it in. And most certainly, let it be. Be at one with yourself. Don't worry what people say about you. Don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about the jealous fake accounts. Don't worry about all the people that can't say things to your face. Please never worry about them people. Because them people, we know what they are. But the people that are like me and you, we love you. I've got someone that wants to speak to you. One second. I'm sorry, he's very shy, so you won't be speaking at the moment. If he came out all the time, then you wouldn't appreciate him. So love and peace, everybody. Welcome to Jaywick Daily Live. Let me check how long we've been going for now. 30 minutes. That's gone really quick. I've hardly had any pain from my tooth since I've been speaking. Can I just say that 2 young men just come to my door and they took, let me show you. 2 young men just come to my front door and they took the 2 bags of shopping. Look. Gone. Gone. So ladies and gentlemen, it is gone. Ladies and gentlemen, this week I gave out 7 bags of food to 7 different people, and that is 7 families that we have made their lives better. There was disinfectant in them, there was food, there was beans, there was bread, there was toilet roll, there was everything you need to survive. And this week I have given out 7 bags, and can I tell you what I did? I never filmed one person collecting a bag. I did not film one person taking the food away. I only filmed me placing the food there. So I have now become different with the way I film. I think it's wrong to film someone taking something when their pride is probably very low to be in that scenario in the first place. So from now on, I don't film people receiving presents. I don't film people collecting free things that I give them, because we want to restore people's honour and their pride. So I'm not going to go around for my own glory filming sad people that feel low about themselves. I'm not going to film that. I refuse. A kind act is even kinder when you don't film it. So I make films to show what I'm giving away and where it is. But I'm not going to show who collects it and where it goes to, because people are going through enough as it is. Let's not embarrass them. Let's not hurt their pride. Just because people are having a hard time financially, it's not their fault. You can't blame someone for coronavirus. You can't blame someone for this epidemic. It wasn't known, it wasn't planned. This is something that's happened to us all. The first thing we need to do is to not blame anybody. Let the politicians do that. We're not politicians. We are humans that live on this earth, and we know what life is really worth. So how about we don't get involved in politics? How about we leave that to all of them and let them work out who did it and who's to blame? I'll tell you what I think. I love you all, and I think we should shine on. That's my opinion. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Jaywick Daily Lives. Here we go. What would happen if you give a bit of paper to a guy called Danny Sloggett? A bit of paper. I put a line out on this bit of paper. Then find the paper, then find the pen, and write the enlarged sight. Vision for mind, mind can come back along later. If it's not sure I'm still writing on this bit of paper. Write what I feel, but I show how I feel, which can be used against you. Then you're writing it down on a bit of paper. So make sure it never happens again. They can take everything, even my paper. But I write on a wall, a door, anything to create a magical bit of paper. I'm not a traitor. So I write it down. I can swim. So how can I drown? I used to dress up to be one of the clowns. Now I be myself and write it on whatever you can write it on. I used to drink to party, socialise. Then the stage, whatever you were on it, without self-knowing people felt terrorised. I'm sorry from my soul. I'm telling you all I feel. I'm the slowest learner on the planet when it comes to real love. And I thank what I love to give me the balls to write how I feel on a bit of paper about you. A bit of paper. I think that is probably the best poem you'll ever hear about a bit of paper. How I improvised about using the door and the wall and things in my mind if I couldn't find a bit of paper, and how I got things out. This poem is such a good poem, but people do not appreciate good poems because they're so far up their own ding dong, they don't appreciate me. They won't give me credit because they think, nah, we don't like Danny, so we won't say he's good. If you don't like someone, you don't give them credit. People don't like me because I'm doing all right, because I've made myself do all right. But there's other people doing all right, you know. There's 1 billion people, 8 billion people on the earth. Why dislike people that are doing all right? The shit I've been through has made me do all right. I have not always done all right. I've had so much tragedy and so much pain. I've lost my freedom. I've lost my health. I've lost my mum. I've lost my sister. I've lost so much in my life. But it's not about that. It's about what I can find, what I can gain. And what I've gained and found in my life is my personality. I found out who I am. And that means more to me than what they say I am. Imagine what you could do with a bit of paper. Bit of paper. Lovely. So let's read some more things from you lovely people, because Jaywick Daily Lives is not just about me. It's about all of you. Everyone that watches this show, everyone that messages is a part of Jaywick Daily Lives. So let me see who is here now. Hello, Scott Hartley, my old brother Scotty. Hello, Scotty. We love Scott. Scott, we can't wait till this is over and we can get back to our times. And we've got Kirsty Warwick. Hello, Kirsty Warwick. And we've got Rob Keegan. Good afternoon, Danny. Pick up some Cody's painkillers from chemist for your toothache. Thank you, Rob. Do you know what, Rob? I'm not even sure it's a toothache, because when I'm talking and I'm like this, the pain seems to go away now. The pain seems to be around here and around here. So these are the two places the pain is. The pain's here and here. Oh. It could be my sinuses. It could be many, many things. But thank you for your understanding and thank you for your love. Shine on, everybody. Love takes us above. We've got Mark G. Lewis. And if people don't know who Mark G. Lewis is, then you have not lived. Mark G. Lewis. Mark Good Lewis. Mark's kind. Mark cares. Mark shares. Shine on to Mark G. Lewis and his lovely wife, Sue. Always a part of our lives. And we cannot imagine what Mark's going through. So we all, here at Jaywick Daily Lives, say a big prayer and send our love to Mark G. Lewis. Because Mark Good Lewis is a genuine man. And with people like Mark in your life, you will definitely shine on. Mark is the difference between real and false. We love you, Mark G. Lewis, because you are real. And you are the difference between real and false people. And can I just say that everybody that comes onto Jaywick Daily Lives, you are the same as Mark. You are real, genuine people. And I thank you so much. This is why I created this show, so I can be amongst people like myself, so we can talk to each other about how we're overcoming this lockdown, how we're like all doing this together. So this is why I created this program, so we can all be together on a daily basis. And even though there's only 3 or 4 of us, or maybe 30 of us, however many there is, we are all the same. We care, we are genuine. And with a few good people, like Jaywick Daily Lives have got, we can take over the universe. The shows every day, we have people in Malaysia, people in America, people all around the world tune into this show. So that is how well we are doing. And the thing is, even though it's now 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and I had to start the show early because of my tooth, can I just say, if you are watching this at 4 p.m. till 5, you can watch this show at any time. You can watch it on the 1st of May, the 2nd of May, the 3rd of May, the year 2020, the year 2030. This might even be the year 2040 now. And I'm Danny Sloggett and I'm 45 years old. But in 20 years' time, I'm going to be Danny Sloggett. And I'm going to be 65 years old. But I'll tell you one thing, I will still shine on. and I will still do Jaywick daily lives. And once this is all over, I might do Jaywick daily lives once a week rather than once a day. So when all this coronavirus is over and everybody's back to work and we're all safe again, I think I'm going to do Jaywick daily lives only once a week. Okay? And we'll do it for an hour, whatever. It'd be great. So Jaywick daily lives is going to happen forever. It was created through the coronavirus and it will stay with us forever. But once again, can I just say a really big thank you to each and every person on this program that shares the videos, that takes part in the show. Without you, it'd be very boring. I thank you all. You are beautiful people, and we have one thing in common. We all are equal. Shine on. So, Mark G. Lewis, welcome to the show. For fuck's sake, what's with the angry faces? Can someone enlighten us, please? Joanne, people will always show angry faces, and we cannot rise to them. We will become them if we take it on board. I like to ignore things that are not good, and I like to adore things that are good. So if it's good, I hug it and I kiss it. And if it's not good, I ignore it, and it did not happen. It did not happen. If someone puts these angry faces up, it did not happen to me. I won't rise to that. They might think I will, but I kind of smile because everyone else can see who's making the angry faces. And I'm not making the angry faces. And if people are making angry faces at someone genuine like me, trying to help others, trying to make a difference in life, if people want to be angry towards that, then that makes me happy because people see who the angry people are now. I would never lower myself to their level. I would never reply to them. I'd never respond to them. There's a button called block, delete, ignore. And that is what I do. When it comes to them horrible people, I will not, I like that face. See, when I see a happy face, I smile. But when I see an angry face, I get over it. Can you please look at the fish? Because they are my wish, and they are not on a dish, and they are my bliss. If you watch my fish long enough, you will love the fish like I love my fish. Because I love my fish, they are my wish, they're not on the dish. Please enjoy the fish. Oh, what was that? Right. Yeah. Okay, but not the most to do so. Yeah, come and ask me though, yeah. I'm not going to wear all the time, but I'm not pushing on that. I love you, I'd always hurt you. But I don't like being disowned myself. That's why I ignored you. And congratulations on your baby. That'd be fine. Come back to see me. You can have it across. Come back in, I don't know. Whenever you're ready, mate. You can sit and wait on the sofa, George. No, I'll pop back. You know what? I love you. You can sit on the sofa. Come on. No, you've only got 10 minutes left. Yeah. Come on. So, ladies and gentlemen, I left you with the fish because they are my wish, they are on a dish. This is Jaywick Daily Lives. I just had someone knock at the door because they see all the hard work I did. And they said to me, do you know where the Grinch lives? I said, if I tell you, I'll have to tickle you. So it's all over now. Shine on, everybody. How long has this show been going on for? The show now has been going on for 42 minutes and 50 seconds. That means we have got 18 minutes of the show to go. Would you like to have a little look at the fish? See if we can do something here. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to read you the next poem now. It's been a while. This poem is called Tomorrow I Go. It was wrote on the 8th day of the 8th month of the 8th year. 888. That's like 666, but 2 above. 888. I wrote this poem on the 8th day of the 8th month of the 8th year. How about that for the number 8? Here we go. Tomorrow I go. I have a right to do anything, really, as long as morals don't go. Killing souls is how so many die. First lie to self, then can't think of nothing. Distract all good, till gone, alone. Then here I go again. But I know this time I'm alone. Next could be worse. Tomorrow I go. Say for years going, but excuses keep coming. And when you lose everything, they can't be seen. I won't lose my queen to fake souls who plan my end. If I move, I start again. And this time, nothing comes above love. Nothing comes above love. Tomorrow, I go. So many are learnt when it's too late. If I move, it can all escape. Not my problem anymore. So many knocks, I've got holes in my front door. Tomorrow, I go. Memories never gone, only stolen. Then back, good attracts. Then come back, then good attracts. Good, and you never take that diamond ring off. But how long can I carry on? Tomorrow, I go. I have to go now. I'm a disgrace. I was never what I become. I'm not the only one. I give it my best shot and never live near shops. Me and people are different. I'm back. I'm strong enough to move. I won't lose. Move to win. My life then begins. Tomorrow I go. Tomorrow I will go. And I hear stories that I won't. I've made up my mind. I'm too kind to stay. Do what you've got to do to find out who, and then what you know. I'm real. You can't move in with me. Tomorrow I go. Tomorrow I go. On the 8th day of the 8th month of the 8th year, 2008. I wrote that 12 years ago. And I was having a bad day. And I was saying right then, tomorrow I go. Tomorrow I go. Guess what? That was 12 years ago. And I'm still bloody here. So maybe I will never go. Who knows? The mystery of my life. Exactly. If I don't know, how can you know? If I don't even know about my life, how can any of you? Maybe you should not get involved in things that do not concern you. If people stuck to that simple little rule, then everyone would be happy. But people do get involved in things that don't concern them. That's why there's so many people in prison. And that's why there's so many people on Facebook. So how about you get a life and do something with it? Shine on. So, ladies and gentlemen, how much of the show have we got left? We have now got 13 minutes of the show to go. Let me read out what you've been saying. We have got Joanne. Rise above the angry faces, Joanne. Hello, Sharon Taylor. Jason Taylor. Hello, Jason Taylor. Welcome to the show. And Joanne's, well done helping people, Danny. Joanne, I will always help people because I am equal. And people won't like me because I help them. Guess what? They should try doing what I do. And then maybe they'd like themselves. They might even like me. I only want to teach people what to do. I don't want people to hate me for it. Anyway, I don't film people receiving things that I give them because I think that is a kind act. And I think a kind act is not a kind act when you film it. So how about no more filming kind acts? That's a real kind act, one that ain't filmed. I mean, a lot of these films you see where people are receiving things on camera and that, it does, to me, seem a bit planned. And it seems like the people, they had pride once upon a time. They had honour. They don't want to be going to food banks getting food. They don't want to be coming to my door getting food. So they certainly do not want to be getting filmed, do they? How about you have some respect for yourself, and then you can have respect for other people. And do not film people receiving kind acts. That makes you a word that I can't say on this programme. But it begins with 6 letters, and the first letter is a W. And it sounds like a banker. Thank you. Shine on. Okay, well done helping those people, Danny. Joanne? Oh yeah, I'm going to help so many more. You wait till this show's over. Move over, Rover, and let Danny Sluggett take over. Is that all right? Jason Taylor. Hi, Dan. Did it work? The salt. Jason, I put the salt in the water. This is what I did, Jason. I put the salt in a cup, boiling hot water, and I spun it around. And then when it was warm enough, I put it in my mouth, and I swashed it around, and it felt okay for about 10 minutes. But then it started to develop again. And then I did it again, and it was okay for a couple of minutes. But then I gave up. Then I took ibuprofen, and I took 1 200ml. Then I took 2 200mls. And then I felt I was in a place called Thailand. You take 2 of them pills, mwah, dreams were real. I'm not saying you should take pills, but if you've got a really bad toothache and you can't feel your face, maybe you're entitled to an ibuprofen. Shine on. But yeah, the salt thing, I need to go into more detail on how to kill the root. Because if it is the root, I'd love to be able to kill it without going to a dentist. The dentists, they're a gang. There's a gang called the dentist gang. And when you go to the dentist gang, they recommend their friends to tell you advice, but only their friends are telling you that advice. So when they charge you 25 grand to give you some caps, and then you go to Turkey and get them all done for less than 3 grand, you tell me about the dentist gang. Imagine a dentist gang in Turkey that does your whole mouth for £3,000. Imagine a dentist gang in England that would not do it for less than £20,000. The same job, the same people. So you tell me how in Turkey they can charge you £3,000 for all that, and in England they want £20,000. You have now heard of the dentist gang. The dentist gang is like the police gang, very big gang. All dentists stick together. So when you go there and say, this dentist did that, he goes, yes, what else can he do? But we know you can go to Turkey and get it all sorted out for a peanut. So how about that? The dentist gang. When you next go to the dentist, remember the dentist gang. One day, not online, I might tell you all about the dentist gang, but I'm not going to do it on this show. We'll do it another day, all right? Thank you for that advice, Jason. Marina, hello Marina. Donna Cole, too good. Hello Donna. Hello Richard Nash, me old bro. Back in the day. We're still here, brother. 30 years later. You know what we're like, brother. Jaywick is my middle name. Is your eye sore? You're rubbing it. Pain in your eye because nasal spray sinuses. I think it is sinuses because the pain is all around here and here. And it's all on this side. Not this side, this side. And the pain is here, here, and here. I thought it was a tooth pain, but it's all this side of my face. So my other friend said, Danny, it could be your sinuses. But I don't know what sinuses are. The little round things, you tell me about sinuses. You can't see them, so how can I know about them? So if any of you people are medical, tell me, could this be a sinus problem? And tell me more about it. Thank you very much. When I get pain here, I automatically think teeth. But maybe you can tell me why not. And you shouldn't take ibuprofen with asthma or lung conditions. Did you know? And you should take ibuprofen. Well, am I allowed to take them? I don't know. Tiger Bar might work too. Cheers, Jason. I will try Tiger Bar. How does that work? You need to tell me. The pain could be something to do with your jaw, called TMG. Well, please, tell me more, guys, because the pain is insane. Spray for sinuses. Okay, maybe I need that. Don't take ibuprofen. They say, bruv, dangerous for people who are asthmatic or lung condition. Okay, I never knew that. I thought ibuprofen were good. I thought they brought the inflammatories down. But can I win? What can I take when I've got pain like that? What can I take? It may have been done in error. In hindsight, apologies. I'm Mrs. Sensitive Bear today. It doesn't matter. We shine on. I've got a bed support frame to sit me up more in bed today. Stuck in bed a lot more now. I can't watch and see you better. Joanne, we all think about you, shine on. Hello, Richard Colson. Welcome to the show. Sorry we're early, but I've got a bit of sinus problem or tooth pain. How long have we got left of the show? We have got 7 minutes to go. Let's finish this show. Come on, guys. I'm happy when I see Donna because you're happy, because you're good souls. Thank you. Do happy feet dance. Not on film. Causley mouthwash should help any infection. Thank you very much, Sharon. Lie down, put a head back, get someone to top it on the tooth and wait a little while to drink, okay? So lie down, put your head back, get someone to put salt to the top on the tooth and then wait a little while to drink, okay? Cheers, Jason. Amond is watching. Hello, Amond. Dentist rip-offs when they can. We know about the dentists. I don't want to say on film about dentists, but we really do know about dentists. I can't wait to tell you one day. When I've got one day to live, I'm going to tell you all about the dentist. When I've got one day left to live, I'm going to tell you the best dentist story ever. Shine on. You're early today, mate. I'm early, Richard, because of my pain. I've got sinus pain and tooth pain. I've been busy sharing things on to shine on. Richard, you're doing a great job. Keep sharing all the good things to that post. If it makes you shine on, it can make our fans shine on. So shine on to everybody, okay? Jimmy Harris, shine on to Jimmy Harris. Hi Danny, hope you're safe and well and positive. Stay safe, shine on. We will, thank you. I will message you about TMJ, please, because I don't know what TMJ means. Thank you, Sharon. Hi Danny, hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Mandy. I hope I feel better too. Could be sinuses because nasal spray is best. Thank you. I don't know how the pain is all around my teeth when it's sinuses. The teeth like throbbing, ba-bum, ba-bum. But it will work itself out. Hello, Janet Alderman. And Jason Taylor, here we go. He's my old pal. They're in your nose because when I had my tooth pulled out, they pulled out my sinuses and Tiger Bar on outside of your face. I don't understand how Tiger Bar can help sinuses and how sinuses are up my nose. People need to explain this to me more. Because I'm a bit dumb when it comes to sinuses. Oil of cloves is brilliant for toothache. Don't get on your tongue because stings. Cheers. But I'm not sure it's a toothache now. I'm not even sure it's a toothache. I've got Gavin pencil here, if that may help. Thank you, Jason. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the problem is. But by talking to all of you, I think I might realise that the pain I have is not sinuses. It could actually be... whatever. Who cares? Anyway, the show's ending now. I'm going to read you one more poem and the show's over. You are going to get... The last poem I'm going to read to you is called My Last Sunday Night. Okay? And it was written on the 9th of the 8th, the year 2008. My last Sunday night. Get ready for this. When you think of your life, do you think more or the same? I don't want my life again. I'm ready to move on with Faith Song. Goodbye 20 years of living here. I move to spread your name. No more of this. I've moved on with a wish. Dripping water, I've become to run with current to open sea, the flow's endless sea. I don't know why I cross-examine myself day after day. I need to stop being this way. My last Sunday night in Jaywick, I pray this is what takes me on. Eyes are always open. In sleep, the eyes can spot a sound. I say goodbye, Jaywick. 22 years of your magic. I need to watch TV in a new manner to become a fort. Goodbye with respect. I will be back, you Jaywick, to the day I die. Whatever is in store for you, I won't change. And I fight to let everybody know that no one is alone. Jaywick has been my home for many Sunday nights. On my last Sunday, stroke Monday, 5 a.m. morning, I say health, freedom are the best alive. My last Sunday night, the 9th of the 8th, the year 2008. My last Sunday night. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for a wonderful show. Jaywick Daily Lives, it's great bringing people together. Thank you for all of your love, everybody. And please, shine on.